Hello, my name is Naileth Ruiz Acosta, and I am in the Bio182 Lab on Thursdays at 7:30 a.m. So during this presentation, I will be talking about the evolution of coronavirus based off of the news story by the New York Times called US and Chinese Scientists Trace Evolution of Coronavirus and Bats. From the primary article written by a group of scientists called Origin and Cross-Species Transmission of Bat Coronaviruses in China. So a quick introduction to the research being done by the group of scientists is that it will be done on about coronavirus, also known as SARS-CoV-2. And this is a virus that began back in 2019, so roughly 3 years ago. And this virus essentially caused a worldwide pandemic, and it switched our lives around, and not until recently have we gotten back into our routine. And this virus causes respiratory problems and much more. So the possible origins that have been suspected for this virus are Wuhan, China, because this is where the first few cases of this virus were detected. Also horseshoe bats or other bat members, because among other animals, bats are the most likely to spread a virus. And society and environment, including wildlife trade, markets, and farming. So to quickly summarize the news story from the New York Times, there is a group of scientists that want to trace the origin of the virus by using genetic analysis. And to conduct this research, they are asking for a grant from the government in order to conduct research. And basically they are doing this so they can find the origin, because doing so will help prevent future pandemics and viruses that spread. And to quickly summarize the primary article, which is a research paper by the group of scientists, is that they wanted to identify the host and geographic location of the virus. And to do this, they will be doing a phylogenetic analysis of SARS-CoV-2 in the Rhinolophus SSP bats, which is a breed of bat. And phylogenetic analysis is evolutionary relationships among various biological species based on their similarities and differences. And they will also be comparing macroevolutionary patterns of alpha and beta COVS. So why are bats suspected to be the origin? So among every other animal, bats are more likely to spread a virus because previous viruses have originated from them, such as the severe acute respiratory syndrome, the SARS outbreak in 2003, and our most recent outbreak in 2019 coronavirus. So the research being explored by the group of scientists is the type of bat that exposed this virus. And they will be doing this by collecting oral, rectal swabs, and fecal pellets from bats. So they basically collected 630 partial sequences of RNA-dependent RNA polymerase from bats. And this data was divided into two groups. The first one was alpha CoV, which included all bat CoV sequences with the known host. And then beta, which is the other data group, which was essentially the same as the alpha group, plus the sampling location at province level. So here we have two graphs, one for the alpha CoV2 levels and one for the beta CoV2 levels. And we can see that in the alpha CoV2 levels, the rhinoliphidae levels are higher than the rest of the bat breeds. And for the beta CoV2 levels, we can see that the hippocytary levels are higher than the other bat breeds. So basically what was concluded is that the virus did come from the horseshoe bats, also known as the Rhinolophus SSP. And the geographic location for this bat breed is the Yunnan province, which is located in China. And the macroevolutionary levels test also confirmed the same thing, that the virus derived from the Rhinolophus SSP bats. So from this, we can see that the other bats are less likely to spread a virus than the Rhinolophus SSP bats. So to connect this information into today's world and our lecture, basically we talked about the evolution of animals and their role in our environment. So we analyzed the type of bats that the virus originated from, and only one of them was concluded to have started this virus. And we also talked about how the virus affects our environment as time goes on. So a group of scientists are working together now to gain a better understanding in order to prevent future pandemics and other serious events. And here are my citations.